So we're here at the Canadian War Cemetery in Holten in the Netherlands. This was erected after the Second World War. Holten is among a couple of places in the Netherlands where we have Commonwealth war graves. Yeah, and as you see, all the dead row in row lying next to each other, usually from the same unit, and also some unknown soldiers as well. Last week, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky was actually on the 4th of May in Holland, when we have our usual Memorial Day. Yeah, obviously to ask for more weapons and support, which they should get. But of course, you know, Ukraine war is, as a lot of things, is very controversial, and you know, I don't know if when he came was decided in advance or it was coincidence, but of course a couple of Dutch politicians took offense to it, because as one particularly loathsome person mentioned on her Twitter, while she shared a private conversation with the president of the parliament. She said, "Well, I won't be there meeting him because you know, I won't be there meeting him because yeah, it's a day for national commemoration and commemorating all the soldiers, all the Dutch soldiers and civilians who suffered during the war." Well, as you can see, that has never been part of the way we commemorate the Second World War here in the Netherlands. I mean, of course, it's a large part of it, but it's not everything. Because you know, this cemetery has been here at least since the 1950s, because the way the British and Commonwealth armies buried their war dead is usually around the area that they were killed. And in order to prevent, you know, a lot of mini cemeteries, they usually collect them at a certain place, and Holten was chosen to be that in the 1950s. And every year on May 4th, you know, the village commemorates to remember all the people, all the Canadians, all the Americans, all the British soldiers. And in fairness, we should also commemorate the Red Army soldiers, you know, who died in the war against fascism and who gave their final measure of devotion so that we might live free. Apologies for all the wind sounds. You know, I don't have any professional equipment with me. But as you can see, the cemetery is very peaceful. It's in a nice part of the local forest here. And it's always very impressing to be here, because it, you know, really makes you think of the cost of war, the toll of war, so to speak. If you look at a soldier here, yeah, only a kid, basically 23 years old. And here, I don't know if you can see right, yeah, 19 years of age, 25, 19. Yeah, so yeah, the way we commemorate here in the Netherlands is, you know, it was always remembering all the sacrifice it took to liberate this country. And I think with President Zelensky speaking to the Dutch Parliament and asking for more aid on such a momentous day, it's a good. Again, I don't know if it's planned, how they planned it, but it's fitting that he should be here. And because the suffering of the Ukrainian people with the largest land war in Europe since actually since the Second World War. Ukraine is a bastion against the forces of authoritarianism, and you could say fascism as well. And that's basically what I wanted to say here, because the way that certain politician mentioned it was just vile. So I'm gonna shut up now and leave the recording on for about for a while, just to get some impressions of the cemetery. Just a quick ender. Thanks to the Canadians. Thank you, Canada. And your names live forevermore, boys. Take care.